Bps Rips were live. Let's get live on Twitter. Live on Twitter. Bps Rips 10/27/21. Tonight was supposed to be the erection of Bps Roberts, our namesake patron saint, into the Bps Hall of Fame. But out of respect for the World Series, we're going to wait a couple of days to erect Mr. Roberts. I hope everybody can understand that. It's a special part of the season. You know, the commissioner's office, Commissioner Gordon always says, do not make big announcements, free agent signings, or opt out of contracts during World Series, and we're going to respect Commissioner Gordon's wishes. Today in baseball, like I said, it's World Series game 2. Last night was a pretty good game. Charlie Morton. How about Charlie Morton? Broken leg. Got 3 outs on the broken leg. Guy's amazing. Sick. Crazy. The guy's a warrior. He was a Philly. Yeah, but yeah, how'd he do here? And that's nothing against him. Flocking Flamingo Cards breaks. That's a great name. What's up, brother? Talk about Charlie Morton, how great he is, except when he was on the Phillies because the Phillies ruined him. Watching the World Series? It's a pretty interesting game last night. It's amazing. I actually watched baseball for the first time this year last night. 4 innings. Not bad. Not bad at all. What happened today in baseball? Exactly. That's how the Phillies are. They ruin a pitcher and then they don't re-sign him and they make the public think it's the pitcher's fault when it's really their internal player development team. They probably told him stop lining up this way. They ruined his mechanics. That's why the Phillies only won 2 World Series in 150 years and only made the playoffs maybe 10 times. They got lucky. Well, it wasn't they got lucky. Their scout that they had was awesome. Then they got rid of him. They should have promoted him to GM. He should still be the GM. I think it was Mike Arbuckle. He's the guy who got the Utleys, Howards. And then they let him go. Today in '86, the Mets won the World Series, 8-5 over Boston. They did. That was a great team. And you know what? They didn't have they had Hamels, Myers, Moyer, Blanton, Howard, Utley, Rollins, Pedro Feliz, Carlos Ruiz, Worth, and of course my favorite, Pat Burrell. Yeah, boo the Mets. Boo. Boo the Mets. 96, the Yankees beat the Braves to win their first World Series since the Reggie Jackson led and Billy Martin led 1978 Yankees. That's really all that happened today in baseball. Mike Dunn, 1962. Bill Swift, 1961. Brad Radke, Minnesota Twin legend, 1972. Today in '06, Joe Negro passed away. He was probably about 152 years old. He was a knuckleballer. Clark Griffith passed away in 1955. He was the previous owner of the Twins. We got pre-rookie cards here. These are 1990 Premier Edition. Tomorrow's Major League Superstars today. Collect all 880 cards. So 880 players in the minor leagues, 90 are going to be today's superstars. 31 years later, I don't think they're still today's superstars. Kind of false advertising. The goal here is to name at least 3 of them. These are sharp cards. Mark Wassinger, infield for the Columbus Clippers. Clippers were the Yankees' minor league system. And he's going to be a superstar today, according to the front of the pack. Bartolo, Cologne probably in this pack. Think of what minor league team it would be on. I can't even think. Keith Helton, Calgary Cannons, maybe Todd's brother. Julio. Oh my God. Yo, some teams should sign, a rebuilding team should sign Julio Franco and Bartolo Colon. Or some team like the Phillies who have no future, they should trade everybody and rebuild around them too. I'll take Colon over any other pitchers. Well, Wheeler. I'd go Wheeler, Colon, Suarez, Eflin, Nola. Nola would be the fifth starter. Julio Franco, just put him in shortstop. Replace Didi, and you got the makings. You got the makings of a winning team. Player coaches, they could be like that. That's what you need. You need your best players to be your leaders. That's exactly what Colon and Franco can bring to the table. So Bill Giles, if you're watching, put it in motion. Clemente Acosta, still haven't heard of any of these jobbers. It's a nice card, isn't it? Looks like something that will come with an action figure. Danny Clay, Turner Ward. I heard of Turner Ward. I think it was a Tiger prospect. Colorado Springs Sky Sox. I don't know. No, it was on the Cleveland Indians. If you ask me, if your city's name is like 2 words, your team name shouldn't be 2 words, like Colorado Springs Sky Sox. I don't know. It's a lot of syllables. Larry Pardo, Jim Essien. He was a manager. Maybe he was a player coach. Pete Rose was a player coach. These are the heritage. Yeah, just got them. They got overnighted. They cost me $450 for it's not overnight, for 2-hour shipping. It's amazing how quick Topps is when you spend $450 to ship it. Mike Walker. These are 90 Premier Edition pre-rookie baseball cards, 12 minor league cards. They're tomorrow's Major League Superstars today. But so far it was false advertising because I don't think I've heard of any of these guys. Wait, Todd Froworth, Scranton Wilkes-Barre Red Barons, former Philly submariner. He threw scraped his knuckles on the dirt, this guy. The only reason I know is because I saw him pitch at the vet a couple of times. And he was an Oriole, but he's not a superstar. None of these guys turned out to be superstars. Al Pacheco, Jeff Hoffman. He's still pitching. Here you go. We thought it would be Colon or Franco. Jeff Hoffman. Not a superstar like they say, but it's super that he's still starring in baseball. Jim Essien, that might have been him. I thought when I saw it, I flashed back to like an 81 Topps card of him or something. So we got Essien, and the Hoff. David Hasselhoffman. Vic Hish, and Dick Egan. Dick Egan's a coach. He looks like a pervert. I don't know, he's smiling too much. This card sucked. Complete fabrication. Bunch of liars. And to go with the rhyme, fire, liar, fire. Nice, good. I'm glad it got there. Yesterday. Wow, I dropped that off last Wednesday. All right, Wednesday to Tuesday. Yeah, they picked it up Wednesday. Here you go. This could have been in the package, but I got impatient. Raphael Devers or Devers. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. One day. I think you guys are in DD5. Jordan Alvarez is on the block. We're rebuilding. That's exactly what I might do. I might just call out tomorrow, hand deliver it. Like, yo, Scott, knock on the door. Be like, probably call the cops. But if he doesn't call the cops and welcomes me in, I'll just be like, hey, I wanted to get the card. It should have been in the package. DD5. Claiborne Jordan. If there's a Jordan in here. It's yours. Wait. Here's Jordan. This one, it's a rookie sticker. There you go. Oh, and DD5. Oh, we'll talk. We'll type. Bo Bichette. This is sick pack, isn't it? Wait, these aren't rookies. I talked to him today. I'm waiting. I exchanged some names with him. I'm looking to rebuild the farm. The team was horrible. I don't know if whoever owned the team before me, if you're watching now, you didn't do so good. No offense. They still had Ryan Howard in the minor leagues. Outsource the GM duties. That's big when you get to do that. Owner to owner. It's like Scott Boras. He just bypasses general managers, presidents. He goes right to the owners. Scooble, Sepia. Where's Trevor Story going? St. Louis. I heard a sick theory. He's going to hang out with Nolan Arenado. You're like the Scott Boras of fantasy baseball. You got the GMs working for you. You sit back, collect the money, they do the work. One day, I'm going to get to that point. Tony Gwynn, Alex Bregman. I just traded Bregman in DD5. Can't have any Houston Astros, but that's not me. Ooh, I can't have any 2017 Houston Astros. The Angels. That would be interesting. It's a pretty solid pack. Very solid. Nothing wrong with that. It was spoken out of jealousy. Bowman Platinum. The call here is Jose Canseco. Now, sometimes it's good to bounce ideas off other people too. I don't have that. That's why my teams are all like this. They suck. I don't have anybody there. Be like, yo, Bps, you may not want to trade that guy. Like somebody should like slap me in the head and say, don't trade Jordan or Jordan. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I never watched him. Somebody should be like, yo, you don't want to trade him. Shared interest. That's a good word. Good phrase. Leverage shared interest. I know Scotty, Cincinnati Jays. What team are you, Stove? I don't remember what team you are. I'll find you. Claiborne, York Peppermint Patty. Close enough. It's Cody Bellinger. Bounce back next year. Four cards. Two Red Sox. One's a snowstorm. Gilberto Jimenez. The Snowflakes. Blaze Jordan. Miami Rays. Figures. I think your two favorite teams, right? Blaze Jordan. I got Blaze in DD5. I gave Brent some names for Jordan. I'll do Jordan and Blaze for all those names. Nobody's the new Pat the Bat. Nobody can match Pat Burrell. So I used to work with some guy, right? He wasn't into baseball. He asked me if I heard. This is back in 2010. He goes, "Do you know this baseball player, Pat Burrell?" I said, "Yeah." At night, he would valet cars for a hotel. He said he always comes driving up in his BMW, and every hour he's got a new girl with him. True story. His conquests in this city are legendary. Many other stories. He was like, "Yeah, every hour, different girl. He comes in, he leaves about a half hour later, comes back an hour later." And he said to me, he looked at me and went, "Why?" I went, "How am I supposed to know?" Akil Badu, rookie card. Kurt, if you're watching, 30 1975 Topps Commons. We showed this one. Let's do another platinum. These platinums are pretty fun, especially with the winter coming in. It's fitting that they have snowy cards. Nolan Arenado, former teammate of Trevor Story. Maybe they'll both go to the Angels. This is like the 10th time in the last 2 days I've seen this guy's name. I never heard of him before yesterday. Carmen Mlodzinski, Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher. Don't know anything about him. He posted a 40-4 SO/BB rate, whatever that means, in the Cape Cod League. He's a burly righty. You don't usually see them use adjectives to describe people. He's burly. 2020 Bowman draft. Nah, don't remember him. Don't remember Emlad. Jobber. Here's another pirate. The first pack was half 50% Bo Sox. This one's 50% Pirates. This guy I actually heard of. I only know him because he's Charlie Hayes' kid. Cad Brian Hayes. Charlie and Von Hayes' kid. Oh, he was, excuse me, he was NL Rookie of the Month. I don't know, last year sometime. Jobber. This is a nice card. JT Ginn or Ginn. Yeah, you know what? The double consonant at the end makes the G a hard G. So it's Ginn. Guess. Ginn as in guess, because I'm just guessing that. But guess has G-U-E-S-S. Yeah, see? Guess, G-U-E-S-S. Ginn, G-I-N-N. You could probably put that in a rap lyric, make it sound like the rappers make anything sound like they rhyme. Big Daddy Kane was especially good at that. So Ginn is G-I-N, Ginn is G-I-N-N. I'm spending way too much time trying to make out how to pronounce this Mets pitcher's name. All right, that's all I got tonight, fellas. We got the trivia prizes. Roberto Clemente, Legends of Baseball, Silent G. Wally the Green Monster to celebrate something. Satchel Paige, one of the greatest pitchers in history. Big Red Machine Kane. That's combining Big Daddy with the 70 Reds. Two legends. The 70s Reds and Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane, what did he sing? It ain't, it's hard being the Kane. Ricky Henderson. It's a beautiful card, even though it's fire. Giving somebody a trip to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm always down to talk trades. Air Jordan, so it's pronounced like Jordan, not Jordan. Jordan, or your dad. Yeah, I'm always down to talk trades. I mean, after seeing what Soto got, 19 players, I'm thinking even if I get half that. I mean, I was going to trade him for Mark Mladzinski, but then once I see what Soto got, I was like, I want to hold off, Belt Relic, Clemente. It's like Cardinals night too, Dylan Carlson. And then two rub-offs, two opportunities for you to rub off that night. How many hits did Roberto Clemente end up his career with? It's a belt buckle piece. It's awesome. Pop it out. Right? Mlad. Carmen Mladzinski. I want to keep my eye on him. What else do I got to do, right? All right, fellas, thank you all for joining. I know it's World Series night, so I hope everybody enjoys the game if you're watching. I'm going to probably put it on about 9:30. As a Phillies fan, like I said last night, it pains me to say this, but go Braves. So thank you all for joining, guys. Keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Let the trade offers come. Have a good night.